De Gea, I cannot work him out in that situation because, generally speaking, he's been so good for Manchester United. I know there are some stats that maybe argue that point, but overall he's reliable.
Is he earning the paycheck which he should have been getting 2 seasons ago in terms of his performances because of the amount of errors that he's had in the last 18 months or so?
I don't think that goes against his wage structure. I mean, it's his worst career stats. What you've just mentioned there, 6 mistakes, 13 matches now without a clean sheet. That's his worst in his footballing career. That doesn't fare well, but I think he's having to make a lot more. He's made a lot more saves in seasons gone by where he has basically been the saviour of United. So yeah, he's had a little bit of misfortune here. He'll get through it. This is how you become a bigger and stronger player and a bigger and stronger person.
You say more saves. Perhaps a keeper can only do so much, particularly when he's got a disjointed back four who are constantly chopping and changing in front of him. But teams in the bottom half, the goalkeepers there, usually rank highest in terms of the amount of saves they've had to make. I mean, it shouldn't really factor into making mistakes just because you're facing more shots.
Well, it's psychologically as well, mentally, when you make one, how do you bounce back from that? Then you try and capitalise. He's obviously made a few too many errors, but I still rate him as a very, very highly rated goalkeeper. I still think he's fantastic, and I'm sure he will show, come the end of the season, that he's brave enough to take this criticism that he'll be getting, because it's not good enough, don't get us wrong. But he's big enough to look in the mirror and say, you know, I've made the mistake. He'll own that.
Yeah. He suffers from confidence. We've seen that when he first came to Man United. Do you remember when he made all those mistakes? And,
yes.
And they were saying, you know, Spanish, they were talking about the goalkeepers, Spanish goalkeepers, whatever it might be. Do they settle in the English Premier League well, etc.? Can they handle the physical side of the demands of demanding and
the Premier League?
The Premier League and your 18-yard box as well. You get more crosses in the box. You get more balls coming in the area from different angles. And he had a spell when he first come to the club that he made a few ricks on the, and then he got through it and became, for me, arguably the best goalkeeper. You know, once Peter Schmeichel retired, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. He's going to have to do it again. He's going to have to show some character. But one thing, you know, Bridges just touched on there is that Man United have not had a Man United back four for a good while.
There's two of that back four today that, in my opinion, are not good enough. Lindelof is one, or maybe he could be, but he hasn't shown it since he's been at the club. And Luke Shaw, who I thought would be, but I think is still struggling to get over that horrific injury. So when two of your back four aren't playing particularly well, I think Wan-Bissaka's had a really good season. Yes, he makes a mistake today. And I think Maguire is good enough.